Now let's talk about the importance of fingerings and why they are important, but not nearly as important as you would think. So when it comes to fingering in Altissimo A, there are two really traditional fingerings that most people use. The first is 2-3, 1-2-3. That's the one that works really well on my saxophone, and this is what it sounds like. For me, that Altissimo A fingering is perfectly in tune. But another common fingering for Altissimo A is just 2-3 without the right hand. So just 2-3 without 1-2-3 in the right hand. On my saxophone, this note is really flat. This is what it sounds like. So if I use the Altissimo fingering that works for me on this saxophone, that Altissimo A pops out in tune with no problem at all. And when I use a different fingering, it doesn't really sound that great. But here's the thing, and this is why your tongue position is so important. Even when I play that second fingering where it's really flat, with a very small adjustment from my tongue, I can get that note in tune with no problem at all. So even though I'm using a fingering that doesn't really work that well on my saxophone, if I have my tongue in the right position, that note is gonna pop out. So that's why using the correct fingering is important and can definitely make your life a lot easier, but also why your tongue is the ultimate decider of what pitch comes out and how easy it is to get it in or out of tune. Here's an even bigger example of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to play an Altissimo B flat, and only using my tongue position, my voicing, I'm going to turn that Altissimo B flat into an Altissimo G. Here's an Altissimo B flat fingering, followed by an Altissimo G fingering so you can hear what it's supposed to sound like. In this next example, I'm going to finger an Altissimo B flat the entire time, and I'm going to just change my tongue position and change that Altissimo B flat down to an Altissimo G. So again, your tongue position is the ultimate decider of what note comes out, no matter what note you finger. Now, of course, when I do the G fingering to get the G to come out, it's going to be a lot easier. Same with the high B or the Altissimo B flat fingering. If I use the correct fingering, it's going to make it even easier, but the tongue is the most important thing when it comes to Altissimo.